seven-figure salary.
Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Let's stop right there. Seven-figure salary? Is there a mirror in her house? You know what's great about her? She's not very demanding. Some of these police officers could go fuck themselves. The guy's a moron. The first cat I owned bit my foot a couple times when I first adopted her. And I was a little bit upset, and I remember thinking to myself, let me take her outside. And because I had adopted her from the streets, and I put her outside because I was pissed, because I never owned a cat before. And I walked by, and she attacked my foot like it wasn't the most vicious attack ever, but it didn't seem normal to me. So I took the cat, and I said, I don't really need a cat in my life, so I put her outside. I remember in the morning I woke up, the cat was looking at me in my apartment, and I'm like, how did that happen? I took her outside and I didn't let her back in. I was so mad. And again, she bit my foot one more time, and I was mad again. And I said, I don't think I really want to adopt this cat because I don't think the cat is civilized. And I took the cat outside, and I thought to myself, I feel this cat is maybe not able to be responsible around me. And I was upset because once it attacks your foot, you kind of think maybe it'll attack your face. She's laying in the bed with me, and I'm thinking she could scratch me up. Remember, in the morning, I woke up, and again, the cat is looking at me. And I thought, what the fuck? How did you get in that apartment? I believe I took the cat out one more time. And I watched, and the cat jumped up on a rail, walked like a tightrope walker on this rail across my window, and then jumped into the open window and came back. And I said to myself, if you love me that much that you're willing to do that, you're mine. And it was the best friend I ever had. Spreewell. I loved that freaking cat. The cat was a street cat, but after that, didn't bite my feet anymore. We had a few moments where it was learning, but it was the greatest, most loyal animal I ever came across, and probably to this day I would say my best animal friend. I have a cat named Maddie now that I love to death too. That's another brilliant cat. Those two are irreplaceable animals. Maddie is still alive, thank God, but believe me, she's 10 and I worry about it all the time.
Basically, I'm just very clear on what I want. There's a lot of boxes that need to be ticked. I know this man is out there, and it's just a matter of finding him. Seven-figure salary.
Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Let's stop right there. Seven-figure salary? Is there a mirror in her house? Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not sure what she looks like, and I'm not that all about physical. But I would say I'm going to give her a rating of a 2.
That includes some sort of exercise with group accountability, as well as some sort of very high nutrition, I'm going to say smoothie. I need him to be obviously in very good shape.
What I got to say something. The woman is obviously a supermodel, and probably a rich supermodel. I could see she's so gorgeous and so graceful, so she deserves all of this. I mean, if you guys agree with this, then you're out of your freaking minds.
A Christian, but not
course.
Take it
of course,
too
a Christian.
Seriously.
Maybe needs to have an 8-inch penis also.
I don't want to have to go to church every Sunday, but I also I don't want to get into fights over religion either.
Of course.
I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe.
You know what's great about her? She's not very demanding.
To be tailored.
Of course, it should be tailored. Do they have to be? Do they have to be from the most expensive store in LA?
Those are complimentary to what I look good in.
Hugo Boss shirts, of course. What do you look good in? Hold on a second. If I had to rate her 1 to 10, and I'm no prize anymore, if I gave her a 1 or a 2, that would be like being generous on the score. She's like almost a 0. There's nothing sexual about her. If you changed her outfit and put a suit and tie on her, get rid of that little I don't know, bird's nest on her head, I would think that's a man. I would almost be positive that's a man. And I don't care if you're man, woman, gay, straight, whatever, but that's not a very attractive woman. And most men are pretty physical. They're looking for pretty girls.
Absolutely no jewelry.
Of course, no jewelry.
Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Unless the only tattoo that would be acceptable would be a very small tattoo if he were in a secret society at an Ivy League.
And an Ivy League, of course, he has to be.
Tattoo that I would make a pass for.
Oh my God! How much is this?
I want him to be from a good family.
Of course.
I'll know what that means when I see it, or what more well said. I'll know what wouldn't satisfy that criteria when I see it.
Okay.
Ever been married?
Okay, hold on a
No
second. Let's
kids.
continue with this because, I mean, she's very, very, very picky. Will she ever be married? No. Is she out of her mind? Yes. Is the person, the matchmaker, thinking, there's no fucking way I'm going to be able to do this? Yes. But is she playing along with this game? Yes. As far as I was concerned, I would say, whatever your name is, Miss Insanity, how can I refund you your deposit? That's what I would say. But let's continue on, because I like to think that women like this don't exist, but they do.
I want to be his first wife.
Of course.
Our children are going to be his only children.
Of course, of course.
No allergies.
No allergies. I'd be allergic to you.
Has to like animals. I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay.
I'm perfect. I'm a cat person. I'm perfect for you. Except I'm not blind.
That's it. How soon can you find the man
How
that
soon?
satisfies this
Oh, an
checklist?
hour.
Are we talking a week?
Oh, it might be a bit, but I gotta give it credit here. I mean, she's not very demanding at all. She'll definitely find a guy like this, no doubt about it.
So I was pulled over for speeding, and you're threatening to pepper spray me? I'm sorry? You pulled me over for speeding, and now you're threatening to pepper spray me because I'm not cooperating. You can write me a speeding ticket, and then you can go on your way. But you're threatening to drag me out of my car and pepper spray me.
No.
Why is that?
Because I don't know what's going on with you, okay? So,
You pulled me over for speeding.
alright. Ready?
Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay,
What's your name?
I gotta say something.
Sours, perfect.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Some
be
of these
popular
police
with your
officers
friends, going
could
to
go
Lincoln
fuck
60,
themselves.
55, and you're
Okay?
gonna
You don't
me
pepper spray
because you're
people
gonna
for
fight your life.
speeding. You don't act like a big shot. You know, my philosophy about being pulled over by a police officer is, why do I want to get involved with this situation? I just want to give him my license, my insurance, and my registration, say very little, and be on my way. These confrontational moments where people want to fuck with the police officer and discuss things, these people, some of them are decent guys, a lot of them are, but some of them are power mad nuts. And you got to be careful who you're dealing with. He might be went to the war in Vietnam or the war in Iraq, or maybe he's got PTSD. Who knows what his problem is? Maybe he's got a power trip. But he's got a gun. He's part of the police force, and he can put me in jail. When you get pulled over by the police and you see the sirens going off, you know it's not a good day already. You already know you got problems. Pull off to the first place and stop your car. Open your window. Put your hands on top of the steering wheel and don't move. When the police officer comes and says, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" Say, "No, officer, I don't. Be compliant. When he asks you for your license and registration or whatever, get it for him. Don't argue about it. Don't complain about it. Hand it to him. When he says, "I'm going to give you a ticket," don't fight with him, because sometimes it's too late. He's going to give you the ticket anyway. Take the ticket. Put it in your pocket. Then say, "Thank you, officer. Goodbye." Keep your hands where he can see them at all times. When he drives away, pull away. Then after that, you can do what everybody does and say, "That motherfucker, go fuck yourself. I hate that fucking officer." You can't ever react in any violent way, especially moving your hands in a strange manner These police officers are on edge. Some of them are not normal. They'll kill you, or they'll beat you up, or they'll put you in jail. After he leaves, you could say, what an asshole. How dare him give me a ticket? Or what a moron, or I can't stand police, or whatever you want to say. But once that moment is over where he's gone, you're free. And any moving violation can be removed from your license with traffic school. So why would you want to be in a jail or a assault or a resisting arrest situation with a police officer when you could just get out of it for a few $100 with traffic school? Sometimes we all speed. It happens by accident sometimes. You could be going down a freeway, driving the speed limit, and all of a sudden you hit the gas and some police officer got you radared. So it's not always your fault. I actually think the police should not be involved in these traffic stops as much, because I really believe that they cause dislike between the police officers and the community. But why would I want this moment in my life? I wouldn't. Let's continue.
Well, I'm frustrated because you were just tailgating me to pull me over. I was going 50 miles an hour. You were going 60 to catch up with me. I was going 50, which isn't even illegal. And now you're pulling your pepper spray out.
Put your phone down, bro.
No. Get off me, man.
He's gonna pepper spray a guy for speeding. I mean, come on, man. This motherfucker is a violent, sadistic person, and as far as I'm concerned, he should lose his ability to have traffic stops and maybe get off the police force, because he's got a sick anger issue.